No, they don't, and they'll need to tonight because I can't imagine this Indian team not scoring goals.
India in their alternative strip, the darker colour. Not the usual sky blue, which is the predominant colour in their socks there, but the darker strip tonight. England in their traditional white tops, red shirts. This will be a cracker of a contest. England ranked number 4 in the world. You can see the seats filling up there. Well, this is a very talented lineup. As I said, they have a very tight defence. They don't score as many goals as you would think they would given the lineup they've got. But at the back, Richard Mantell, Rob Moore, James Fair, the goalkeeper, Alistair Wilson, Adam Dixon through the midfield, Barry Middleton, Richard Smith also at the back. Simon Mansell, when he comes on, gives them real power up forward. They've let Richard Alexander run forward a little more in the last couple of games. Ian Mackay, also very capable up forward, and Nick Catlin, good on the midfield. Their coach, Jason Lee, very much with an eye towards London 2012, but would have loved a guarantee that he could play in the final here. They've got to get past India today. There's the Indian lineup. Sandeep Singh, so important to them on penalty corners. Vikram Pillai, excellent through the midfield. Tushar Kandakar, very strong on the right-hand side. And for mine, Gurbaj Singh, playing through the midfield, has been India's player of the tournament so far. Dhananjay Mahadik is also very capable on penalty corners. And Dharamveer Singh, a very able and capable replacement for any of their key strikers. Their coach is the very affable Spaniard, Jose Brasa. Coached the Spanish women's team to an Olympic gold medal in his home city of Barcelona back in 1992. Now resides in India, but home is Madrid for him.
Great occasion.
Overall record between England and India, they've played 24. England have won 8, India have won 10, they've drawn 6. That doesn't include Great Britain versus India games. In the World Cup here earlier this year, England won by 3 goals to 2. We're underway, just listen to that roar. It is fantastic, isn't it? And that with the stadium just over half full.
And the challenge going to be for England to try and keep this crowd quiet. They want to hang on to the ball and not give the crowd anything to get excited about.
Richard Mantell, Alistair Wilson, Rob Moore. See the sense in that any time. Here come India again. And Shavendra earns the penalty corner first of the game, and Sandeep is off.
Well, you talked about the indoor hockey that the English are playing, and Mantell's one of those. But in close, if you can move him one way, he's a big guy. It's very hard for him to get down low, and really well done there by was it or Dhananjay? Just pulled it back into the foot. Shavendra. You can see there Mantell. I don't know if he got one on the head as well as he followed through, but just quickly pulled it back in. No, nothing there, but yeah, Sandeep not on the pitch, so
it'll be Dhananjay Mahadik or Danish Mujibur. There's Jimmy Fair. Listen to this crowd and look at how much the stadium is filled as people come in from work.
Well, you'd say it's 85% now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, the poor kid.
The baby's back again from the other night.
Poor child. Give it earmuffs, folks, please. Rajpal. Dropped for Danish. It's been put in by Rajpal.
And look at the celebrations.
It was Dhananjay who took the drag and drop, and Rajpal Singh, India's captain, has put the host nation 1 goal up in this do-or-die semi-final.
And it's all about taking opportunities. No Sandeep, didn't matter. Look at this. This is a dummy that didn't work the other night. The spin around gives a clear shot. England did well to defend that, but so hard for the keeper to get up quickly, and look how they just hunted down the keeper. Very good work by the forwards to have the rebound pressure, and it just fell nicely, didn't it?
In fact, it's Saravan, not Rajpal. Saravanjeet. What an important goal. Jackson. England ball. Well, they're not 5 metres away. Yes, absolutely. Great play. Ashley Jackson took it quickly. The Indian players could not resist the temptation. Ashley Jackson, oh yes! Well, he created the penalty corner and now he's converted it, and that silences the home crowd with a few exceptions. Ashley Jackson.
And here's the corner, really hard and really low. Although I think the goalkeeper, you would have wanted to see a better effort than that. Jackson does like to flick high, and that's probably what the keeper was waiting for.
He was still standing, wasn't he? You need the log as soon as you see it coming low. He just didn't have time. He tried. Man on the post got it through as well. Ashley Jackson, a happy camper. As I said, he set it up and he converted it. At half-time, it's all level in the second semi-final. So half-time, and it's a goal apiece in the do-or-die semi-final. The winner between these two teams. 8 months ago here at the Men's World Cup, England won 3-2. They played a three-test series in Birmingham last year in August. England won 2 of those, both by the margin of 3-2. India won 1, 4-3.
Look, it's a set up to be an enthralling contest. It already has been, but it's only going to get better.
So the crowd set, we're set. Just fantastic. The atmosphere speaks for itself as India get us away in the second half, looking to book a berth in the gold medal game against the Aussies in 2 days' time.
And they've handled the atmosphere really well so far, England. We saw Bobby Crutchley on the side call out with his fingers number 3, whatever that is. Barry Middleton's now on top of the circle calling out number 4.
3 sugars. Good, Bobby.
So who knows?
Cup of tea with 3, please. Push out from Rob Moore. Jackson, oh, that's a fantastic flick. That was almost effortless. That's his second of the game.
Well, he's been threatening to this all tournament, Ashley Jackson. This is his moment. He really has stood up tonight and delivered. There's just as much pressure on the flicker as on the defence, but that was a beauty. In fact, they had a postman there, which is interesting.
And it's hit the side netting. How good's that?
Well, we've seen a number of games where he's been unluckily, so look, almost curved. That was a stinger. We talk about the important moments in a game. I think that was one there.
Still Richard Alexander, 50-metre run. Free hit just outside the circle, off a foot.
See here the cross, great effort to get it flat. Very quick work by Mantell.
Whoa, there's a push in the back. That's really silly, Prabod. Not sure what he was thinking.
I think he's been told here he was very lucky not to give away a penalty stroke. It's just the impatience to try to put pressure on Middleton. Well worked free hit by the English. Yeah, well, hands in the back. Very close to a penalty stroke when someone's got the ball under control like that.
And a card.
Probably haven't given England enough credit, because any team that comes into this cauldron of atmosphere and up against the hosts who've been playing so well is going to require a special effort. I think the coach Jason Lee is getting one.
Again, India are putting Sandeep Singh in the runner-out position. I just think this is crazy. The risk of injury. Beautifully finished. Simon Mantell, that's going to make it really, really, really difficult for India now.
Well, again, the value of executing a corner. Well, number one, the value of picking the right corner in the first place. And they worked out there were 2 postmen, so the space was always going to be laying it to the side of the battery. That's exactly what occurred. And just made himself enough time to get a strong shot on it.
It's his 4th goal of the tournament. Couldn't have come at a better time for England. 3-1 now.
Yeah, just beautiful skill. Look at that pass. The switcher play, that was the secret. And that wasn't too bad, that pass as well. And players coming sliding in. Very difficult to do. Just well, that beautiful ball.
Sandeep set up her goal just like that against Australia. Garbage. Well, they're patient, aren't they? Prabhat again. Middleton goes to him. Prabhat tries to get the cross in and just cut away that time by Richard Mantell. Saravanjit. Dhananjay. Garbage. Now they crack it in onto the feet of Jackson. Vikram. Sada. And finish! Oh, Saravanjit gets his second. Game on.
England complaining, but too late. That's a goal. Won't be changed. 2 cards though. Mantell still going. Here's the goal. It bounced up. It's for the danger they're complaining about. Fair enough, probably.
I don't blame them.
You see here that ball just kept in. Mantell a little slow to make the trap.
Yeah. And they complain straight away. This swing, all the other games here, it's been considered dangerous.
What they want is the fact that it was dangerous.
And they are conferring the umpires here.
I don't think it was actually close enough for it to be dangerous. I'm not changing my decision.
He's not changing his decision, he said.
Probably a wise thing, Christo, in this hometown, this home crowd. Tim Pullman saying to the players he didn't think it was dangerous, that swing. And he's asking English players to stop talking. They've got to get on with it. But what it's done, it's now got this crowd into a frenzy. There was sustained pressure there. India just done.
Arjun. England know we're going to extra time. So do the Indians now. Arjun gave up the chase there. Well, what a stunning comeback in the second half from India. 1-1 at half-time. England got out to a 3-1 lead 10 minutes after the interval. India able to come back and level it 9 minutes before the expiration of normal time. We now go to 2 periods if needed, each of 7.5 minutes after a 5-minute break. Those extra periods are played under the golden goal rule, so any score will end the game. And if it's still level after that, we'll go to penalty strokes.
Well, you just feel lucky to have seen that, because that was a brilliant second half, wasn't it? India down and out.
And they've managed to come back at the end of 70 minutes with extra time to come. It's 3-3 in the second semi-final. So extra time about to begin. 2 periods, each of 7.5 minutes. A nice scene in the middle there. The 2 captains, Barry Middleton and Rajpal Singh, just having a chat. Very good spirits between them. For the most part, this game has been played in great spirits. Extra time, 7.5 minutes each way under the golden goal rule. Any score wins it.
And this crowd just can't get enough, can they, of this contest? And why wouldn't they? It's just been brilliant.
Nick Catlin for England. Ranveer. Sandeep! Saved by Fair, and a penalty corner. The ball raised up dangerously. Is this? Pressure is enormous. Richard Alexander to do the running out. Saravanjit to inject the ball from the back line. Sandeep Singh goes wide. And that's the second time he's gone wide on that side.
Can you believe that? All set up for the winning goal and just miscues it. Probably a good foot wide.
So the rules say they change straight over. The practicality is that they will go to... Sada Singh. Dhananjay. Arjun Hulappa. It's just so tense. Not a single player wants to make the mistake that could lead to the winning goal. Richard Mantell knows it. So fantastic game of hockey. However it finishes now will be more good luck than good management, I suspect, with penalty strokes. Great spirit out there. There were a couple of angry moments during the course of the 85 minutes of this game, but for the most part, very, very good spirit. It'll take them about 5 minutes to set up the penalty strokes. So the players will get a break. The people who have to take a stroke will get to settle that. So 5 each, unless one team gets 2 ahead with only 1 to play, or 3 ahead with 2 to play, whatever. Barrett Chetry versus Richard Smith from Loughborough Students. 50th game for England. Puts it away, beautifully done, low and hard to the right of the goalkeeper, that is.
I think that the goalkeeper here was actually alert enough, and that's what he might be talking to the umpire right now about, that he felt he didn't get his timing right when the whistle was blown, but to Richard Smith's credit, he took it very quickly once the whistle was blown.
So Saravanjeet scored 2 goals during the game up against Jimmy Fair. Puts it away.
Very risky flick, wasn't it? Look at those wrists just twisting the stick. Importantly, got the keeper going the wrong way. I have to think that there's a bit more pressure on the Indian players flicking here than what probably the English players.
Richard Mantell. Puts it away.
Perhaps this is where England going first will be an advantage, because each Indian that comes forward knows that the country's watching.
Vikram Pillay, 28-year-old midfielder, scored 1 of the goals during the game, brought India back. Pretty casual and very, very good.
I must admit I was nervous watching this one.
That was great. Doesn't matter who you are, that was unstoppable.
Mr. Cool, well, often you're trying to worry about confusing the keeper. He didn't bother. He just flicked it straight there.
Kirkham now against Barrett Chetry. Oh, he saved it!
It's a horrible moment, isn't it, for Glenn Kirkham? But what a moment for the keeper. Right glove, right mitt.
And guess who's up next to put the pressure on even more? It's Sandeep Singh. Puts it away.
And James Fair actually guessed the right side, but it was just the power. He actually went both ways, James Fair. And no problems for Sandeep. Didn't get the corners, but he got the stroke. This bloke can flick a bit.
Bit of pressure on him. No pressure on the goalkeeper. He's not expected to save it. All the pressure is on the stroke taker. Look at Barrett in the net, jumping up and down. Jackson. Sure, beautifully done.
Gee, that's a good flick. Hardly any use of the legs, just the arms.
That
just roofed it.
Fantastic. I couldn't hit the ball that hard.
Well, that keeps England still in it.
England would love a save or a miss now. Arjun Halapa. Whoa, boy. Oh, boy.
That was as good as any. Took the drag flick.
Jimmy Fair is complaining that shouldn't be a goal.
Yeah, well, that was a drag flick.
And I reckon he's right.
Yeah, and Mantell not happy either. England manager, coach suggesting it was a swat. And there's Dennis Meredith on the right of the screen, the tournament director. He used to be an umpire. Fair is going to Tim Pullman as well, so extra controversy here. That was clearly a drag flick. He moved to the yard.
Simon Mantell must score this, and the next one must be saved, or India win and go through to the final. Mantell must score it.
And Barrett trying to waste time.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It just...
And now Shavendra against James Fair. Shavendra to win it.
And if his legs right now, Shavendra's, aren't wobbling, there's no jelly there, he ain't human. Deep breath, boy, deep breath.
27-year-old from the Punjab. He does! And India are through to the gold medal game.
And they're going at both ends, they're going everywhere.
James Fair is still furious that that penalty stroke taken by Arshan Halapa was illegal. And I've got to say, I reckon he had a case, but the one save by Bharat Chetri off Glenn Kirkham was enough to do it. Jason Lee, the England coach, is going off at the umpires manager, Craig Gribble from New Zealand. Absolutely livid and having to hold back James Tindall. There's Craig Gribble. Barry Middleton, always gracious, always gracious. He is absolutely shattered at the moment, and you understand how he feels. Bobby Crutchley, generous in his congratulations as well.
And I have to understand some of their frustration, because umpires have got really one job on those strokes, watching from the side, to look for that where you drag it forward of the